And come into Swastikasana. Cross the legs. Sitting up tall. Now sit on the center of the sitting bones. So if you're on support, press the hands down. Get lift. If you're not on support, that's fine too. So the action is to release from the hips down to the knees. So get the knees to descend down. Press the hands down beside you. Lift yourself up. Lift through the crown of the head. So look across the room at eye level. So notice through the inhalation, the energy moves through the front of the body to lengthen the front of the spine. And through the exhalation, don't release the pressure down into the hands. Keep the spine lifted, the chest lifted. But soften. Bring an element, invite the element of softness into the body. So stay with the breath. Gradually releasing the pressure into the hands, but keeping the spine lifted. And bring the palms to center. Press the hands in firmly. So we'll start with 3 Oms. So we'll each do it in our homes. So fully inhaling as 1 and exhaling. We'll begin. Inhale. When you finish your last Om, bow the head to the heart. Keep the chest lifted. Release the palms, raise the head, and open the eyes. Okay, formally welcome. Let's begin. So from here, we're going to bring the arms up in Urdhva Hastasana. So lift out of the hips, extend not just the arms, but the entire trunk, and look up between the hands. So bring the weight more towards the sitting bones, the back of the sitting bones. Get the knees to descend down more and lift up. And then bring the palms together. Bring the hands down to center. Namaskarasana. Now press the hands in firmly. Good. Bring the arms out to the side now and extend the arms away. Good. So open the top of the chest. Now open the palms. Reach away through the pinky finger. Have the palms facing up. Lift the chest and look up and breathe in. So feel the breath changes with the arms. Depending where the arms are positioned, it opens the upper chest here. So again, breathe in. And as you breathe in, raise the arms up. Bring the palms to center. As you exhale, hands down to center. So we'll do 3 more like this. Bring the arms out. Extend, open, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale down. So go in your own time, in your own breath. Another 2 more rounds. So as you inhale, remember to bring the knees down, feet down. Bring the arms slightly back this time, opening more, bringing more movement through the thoracic. Bring the hands down to center, release the hands down to the knees. Let's come into a Bharabhajasana. So you're going to turn towards, so identify your left and your right side, and you're going to turn towards your right side. So if you're sitting on support, you might need something like a block behind you. I'll just wait because I know a couple of you are working with props. Okay, and then raise the arms up when you're ready. Come back to Urdhva Hastasana, and on the exhalation, turn towards your right side and release the hands down. So your right hand comes across, press down, and turn. Through the inhalation, lengthen the spine. Through the exhalation, turn. Bring the weight more towards the left sitting bone. Lift the chest more. Good, Charlotte. Come back more. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, turn. The left ribs move forward. Right ribs move back. And Gabby. So this is an open twist, so this is okay for you. And then slowly bring the head back to center. Release the hands forward. Take a moment there to allow everything to settle. And then you'll twist towards the other side. Inhale, raise the arms up. Lift out of the hips. On the exhalation, turn towards your left side. Release the hands down. So right hand comes across to the outer side of the left knee. Good. Anchor the left hand down behind you and lift up through the spine, and through the exhalation, dynamically turn. Coordinate the breath with the movement, the inhalation to lengthen, exhale, turn away from the right sitting bone. Turn more. Get all the organs to move. And then release, come back to center. Allow everything to find its home again. Okay, now from here, we're going to come into Marichyasana 3. So staying where you are, bring the legs forward. Now, Gabby, you're going to repeat with your legs crossed like you just did for this twist. Everyone else, you're going to come into your Dandasana. So sit up straight, bring the legs together, firm the outer thighs in, outer ankles in, and draw the toes back towards you. Open the soles of the feet. Lift the chest up. Okay, and from here, you're going to bend up your right leg. So from Dandasana, you bend the right leg in and bring the hands around the shin and lift yourself up again. Now work that left thigh down like you did in Dandasana. Get the back of the knee to open, spread the back of the calf, the back of the thigh. Lift up out of the hips. Okay, and then from here, you'll raise the left arm up, and on the exhalation, turn. Now wrap the hand around the thigh and turn. So this is now a closed twist. You can bring the right hand back behind you to the block. If you're using a block, press down and lift the spine up. On the exhalation, turn more. Good. Now let's go a little bit deeper here. Raise the left arm up. Extend forward. Extend forward and across. Bring the outer arm to the outer knee and hook the elbow. Bring the palm up. Bring the weight more towards the back hand and lift the chest up. Now bring that shin bone vertical. Turn. Look back. Use that resistance from the outer elbow to move the left ribs across the thigh more. Use a breath. And then slowly turn the head to look back to your Dandasana foot. And then release the spine. Extend the legs forward, come back to Dandasana. Take a moment there. So that's a closed twist. If you're moving deeper, let's go to the left side. So remember, Gabby, you're just keeping your legs crossed, right? Oh, good. Okay, I got a thumbs up. All right. Everyone else from Dandasana, bring the left leg in. So you can hook the fingers behind the knees to get that hanging effect of the shin, and then stomp down the foot. Bring the hands to the shin and sit up straight. Reconfirm your Dandasana leg and lift out of the hips. Turn towards your left side. Just wrap the arm around the shin bone. Turn. Good. Bring the weight more towards the right sitting bone. Sit up straight. Let the breath move and open the body. And now from here, raise the right arm up. Extend across the leg, extend forward. And then as if you're gonna hold your Dandasana foot, come forward and hook the outer arm. Good, Penny. Hook the outer elbow to the outer knee and then turn the palm to face up. Have the palm facing forward. Use that resistance to turn and bring the right ribs across the thigh more. Close that gap. Good, Charlotte. Good, Renee. Good, Simone. Have the palm facing up. Open the upper chest. Bring the weight more towards the back arm and sit up straight. Good. Use the breath. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn more. Turn the head to face forward. Then release the trunk. Come back to Dandasana. Bring the hands down beside you, legs straight in front of you. Be there. Okay, from here, let's come forward to Adho Mukha Virasana. Clear your mats. You'll come into your Adho Mukha Virasana with the big toes together, knees apart. You can clear the calf flesh out from beneath the knees. So anchor the sitting bones down and lift the side trunk away from the hips as you come down. Keep that length through the spine. So today's all about creating length in the body. Press the palms down. Look at the hands before you release the head down and action the arms. Have the fingers spread. Have the thumbs facing in towards each other. Middle fingers facing forward. And then pressurize down into the hands. Pressurize through the base of the palm. And then release the head down. And as you pressurize down into the hands, slide the hips back down towards the heels. Now, Renee, from the couple of classes I remember, we needed some support there. Yes, good. Good one. Yes. So get some length through the spine. Now see if you can feel your outer ribs resting through the inner thighs. If you can't, adjust the legs in or out. Feel the back of the body, allow the back of the spine to settle and have this spine long. Good. Now, karate chop your hands. So turn the palms so you're on the outer side of the hands. Have the hands facing in. Keep the head down. So pressurize, get the outer shoulder blades to turn down. So the armpit chest is turning down towards the mat more. Then press the hands down onto the mat. Walk the hands out to the outer side of the mat. You can walk the hands back slightly to get a really good grip, and then release the head down as you stretch the mat forward. Get the tailbone to hook down towards the heels more. Use the breath. Then anchor the base of the palms back down, walk the hands inwards, and prepare yourself to come into your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Coming up into all fours, keep that action with the arms, the eye of the elbows facing in towards each other. Tuck the toes under, bring the sitting bones back towards the heels, raise the hips up, keep the knees bent, push away, push through the base of the palms, lengthen the spine, and then release the heels down and straighten the legs. So through the inhalation, bring length through the front of the spine, the back of the spine, and through the exhalation, reconfirm your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your dog pose. Now see if you can bring the hips up high. So lift the heels, get the hips to move up, get the sitting bones to move up, but the tailbone moves down towards the heels. So just think about that action. Sitting bones are high. So come right onto the balls of the feet. The heels come up higher. That's it, Charlotte. But the tailbone hooks down towards the heels. Good. Now, keep that action, keep that height, and release the heels down. You can see the inner heel, the outer heel. Good. Press the top of the thighs back. Open the back of the legs. Gabby, come down at any stage. So the armpit chest is facing down towards the mat. Spine is long. And now prepare yourselves to walk in, hands back, come into resting Uttanasana. So your feet are hip distance apart. Keep the head down low, hold the outer elbows and go down. Get the legs to support you. Have faith in your legs. Good. Allow the head to become heavy. So Gabby, bring a chair here. And you'll be bringing the hands in front of you onto the chair. Yes. Or onto the seat even, Gabby. Turn the chair around to face you. Yes, that's the way. Good. And then bend the legs, release the arms, walk the arms forward, hands forward, feet back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come back to your dog pose. So Gabby, you'll be here. You'll stay in Ardha Uttanasana here. Press down, lift the chest, concave the spine, look forward. Everyone else, look forward, shift the hips forward, shoulders directly above the wrists, come forward into a plank position. Now pressurize down into the mats, extend through the inner heels. Exhale, move back to your dog pose. Inhale, move forward, plank position. Exhale, come back to your dog pose. So practice 3 more in your own time. Synchronize the breath with the movement. So working intelligently, feel the alignment of the body. Good. And from here, come back to your plank position, lower the hips down, come into your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Press down into the hands so you can stay onto the toes. Look up, broaden the chest back, head back, look up. Exhale, dog pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So let's repeat 2 more. Shift the weight forward, lower the hips, lift the chest, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your plank position. Lift the chest more. Get the tailbone to hook down, sacrum down. Lift the chest, weight more towards the heels. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Good. Last one, make it count. Exhale, come forward. Slide the chest forward between the arms. Lift the chest up. Good, Penny. Come onto the tops of the feet if you want. Press down into the tops of the feet. Open the chest up more. Sacrum down more. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, dog pose. Good, strong. Press down into the hands, hips high, and make yourself into resting Adho Mukha Virasana. Bend the legs. Bring the knees hip distance apart or wider. Sit the hips back towards the heels and rest the arms. Rest the forearms down. Just take a moment to rest. So be there with your breath. Bring the breath to the back. And as you exhale, soften. Okay, walking the hands back. Tuck the toes under, come back to your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk the feet forward, Uttanasana. Concave the spine and make your way up to Tadasana. So we're going to do now Hopefully you're nice and warm. A few thumbs up. We're going to do some standing postures here. So if you're using blocks, get yourself blocks. If you're using a chair, bring your chair out. Okay, so we're going to do a series of standing postures. We'll just keep it to the trilogy. We'll keep it quite general today. Gabby, remember you can use your chair here to support you, or your back against the wall, like we usually do, if you've got a wall there. Okay, come to Tadasana. Bring the feet together. Gabby, feet hip distance apart. Bring the weight more towards the heels and lift the chest up. Firm the thighs. Let's work the thighs, get the outer thighs to work in. So remember, sometimes we use the block between the thighs. So press into the block, squeeze the block, imaginary block. Tailbone to hook down towards the heels and lift the chest. Extend the arms down, extend the fingers. Lift out of the hips, from the iliac crest up towards the navel, navel to the sternum plates. Get the top of the sternum plate to lengthen. Crown of the head lifts. Soften the gaze, soften the throat. Just be there with the breath. Okay, from here, shift the weight into the left leg and turn the right leg out. We'll come into Vrikshasana. Bring the heel up towards the groins and press the foot into the inner thigh. If you need a chair, or a wall support, just find that now. And you're going to press the foot in and bring the outer hip of your standing leg inwards towards the leg. Move the knee back, open the hips more, then bring the arms out to the side, extend away, turn the palms to face up, then pressurize down into the foot as you raise the arms up. Vrikshasana. So use the breath. Lift out of the hips, get the tailbone to descend more. So get the right buttocks to move in more as you bring the knee out. Palms together, down to center. Release the hands down, release the foot down. Tadasana. Coming to the other side, so shift the weight. Turn the left foot out. Bring the heel up. Now suck the outer hip in as soon as you pressurize the foot in. Find that center line. We're always assessing where the center of gravity is here. So center of gravity should be more towards the inner sole of the standing foot. Bring the knee back, open more the hips. Bring the arms out for balance. If you're using support, just keep the one hand onto the wall today. Raise the arms up, knee back. Palms can be apart or together. Then hands down to center. Release the hands, release the foot, Tadasana. Okay, coming into Utthita Trikonasana. Have the blocks behind you. If you're using blocks, have the chest lifted. Come back to your Tadasana. Come back to your grounding. Weight more towards the heels. Arms across the chest. Step or jump the legs apart. Gabby, you're stepping. And then turn the right leg out. Left toes in. Pressurize back into the back heel. Keep the chest open. And on the exhalation, come down. Now press back into the back heel and turn more. Get the right hip to move forward, left hip to move back. Turn the ribs, turn the head and look up. Good, open the chest and prepare yourself to come up to standing. Press down into the feet, come up, keep the arms extended. Turn the feet forward and then turn the left leg out. Right heel out. Have the chest facing forward before you come down. Keep the firmness in the feet, in the legs. Exhale, come down. Bring the hand down onto the shin and turn. Turn and look up. See your arm and then see past the arm. Get the energy to move up. So bring the pressure off the bottom hand and get the legs to work. Firm the legs more. Straighten the legs more. And then prepare yourselves to come up through the upper hand. Inhale, raise the arm, turn the feet to face forward, go slightly wider, and turn your right leg out, left toes in. Through your Virabhadrasana 2, come down. Now have the groins spread, chest spread. Turn the head and look over the right fingertips. Imagine someone's holding, actually give yourself a hug. Bring the left arm across. Good. And bring your ribs forward, your right ribs forward. And then extend the arm back out. Good. Soften, and on the exhalation, go down more. Bend the leg, go down more. Good. Lay the bottom of the thigh along the floor. And then straighten the leg. Rest the hands onto the hips. Turn to the left side. Bend and go down. So have the hips fairly level here. You have to deepen the crease of the left thigh, but also the right thigh. So have the body upright. The side chest like two pillars. Bring the arms out to the side. Turn the chest. Look over to your left fingertips. Bring the arm across, your right arm across, and move the left ribs forward more. And then extend the arm out to the sides. Good. So extend the arms if you haven't already. Good, Penny. And then straighten the leg, feet forward. Let's come straight into Parsvakonasana. So turn towards your right side. And on the exhalation, like you did in Trikonasana, deepen the crease of the right hip and come down. Upper hand can rest onto the hip as you adjust. You can bring a block to the outer side of the foot. If you're using a chair, come onto the chair. Or you can even just bring the elbow onto the knee and turn the right ribs to move forward away from the knee. So the inner knee drives to the little toe side. Turn the chest and look up, see your shoulder, bring the shoulder back, elbow back, raise the arm up, turn the entire arm, and on the exhalation, bring the arm across. One straight line, dynamic with the breath. Inhale, lengthen from the hips in opposite directions. Exhale, turn, revolving like you did in your Marichyasana. Pressurize the outer knee into the arm and move the ribs forward. Preparing yourselves to come up. Raise the arm up. Come up to your warrior 2. Straighten the leg, feet forward. Straight into the left side, go down. Exhale, cut sharply into the left hip. Come down, so if you're using a block, adjust the block. Hand can rest onto the hip as you adjust. If you're using the elbow, slide the top flesh of the thigh towards the knee more. Open the chest and look up. Move the shoulder back, elbow back, raise the arm. We could have given ourselves a hug here. If you want to bring the upper arm across the chest and move the left ribs forward. Good, and then continue the arms up. Exhale, turn the arm and bring the arm across. Uttita Parsvakonasana. Prepare yourselves to come up. Raise the arm. Inhale, come up. Through Virabhadrasana 2, turn the feet to face forward. Step or jump the legs together. Tadasana. Okay. From here, we'll move into Virabhadrasana 1. So we're going to be facing our right leg. So bring a block into the hands if you've got a block. Now, if you don't have a block, bring the hands together and clasp the hands. Okay. So have a block in your hands. Spread the legs into Vimanasana and turn towards your right leg. Good. And then hold the block behind you. If you're using the block, if you're not using the block, interlock the fingers behind you. Okay, and you're going to bend into your right leg and go down. Now keep the back leg straight. Press back into the back heel, lift the chest. Those of you using the block, slide the block along the thigh down towards the heel. Those of you with hands interlocked, extend back. Bring the block forward, hold the block through the base of the palms, raise the arms up, come into your warrior one. Lift the chest, look up. Get the left outer hip to turn down, right outer hip to turn back towards the back heel. Lift out of the hips and look up. And then straighten the leg. Turn the feet to face forward, come into the other side. So through Vimanasana. Pressurize back into the back heel. Bring the block behind you or interlock the fingers behind you and extend down towards the heel. Bend the leg and go down, but as you go down, keep the chest lifted. Slide the block down towards the heel more. Good, Renee. Good, Penny. Lift the chest, broaden the clavicles more. Now lift through the back inner thigh. Firm the back leg. Bring the arms forward. Hands onto the block. Raise the block up to Urdhva Hastasana. Seal your Virabhadrasana 1. Good, Simone. Come down more. Yes. Good. And now straighten the leg. Keep the block up or the hands up. Turn the feet to face forward. Throw the block, if you're using a block, out to the side. And we're going to repeat, but with the arms out. So like you did when we were sitting down, you're going to turn the palms to face up. Turn towards your right side. Keep the arms out to the side and bend the leg to go down. Now use the arms out to the side to curl the upper chest. Good, look up, press back towards the back heel. Bring the weight more towards the back leg. Good. And then straighten the leg, turn to face forward, back to the left side, pressurize the right heel, exhale. Fold, bend the leg, come down, and bring the arms back. Look up, see your back foot, and then straighten the leg. Turn to face forward. Step or jump the legs together. Tadasana. Come back home. Close the eyes. Settle the breath. Long, smooth inhalations, exhalations. Okay, from here, we're going to now move into the next part of the class. So those of you that have a chair and want to do shoulder stand, you're welcome to do a chair shoulder stand now. If you want to do classical shoulder stand with your support, you're welcome to do that. Everyone else, grab a chair. And we're going to do a Viparita Karani with a chair. So for that, you're going to keep it simple. You're going to be sitting in front of a chair and bring the legs up onto the chair. So your calves spread onto the seat of the chair and your spine spreads onto the floor. You have the palms facing up. You can have a bit of support underneath the head to keep the neck long. And just be here. So Viparita Karani. Good, Penny. So Gabby, I will get a little bit more height underneath the head. Or why don't you do your Baddha Konasana before doing this one, Gabby? So you can sit with your back to the back of the chair and bring the soles of the feet together. Good. Get the knees to descend, just Gabby. Okay, good, Renee. Good, so for those of you hooking the legs over the seat of the chair, have the back of the knee hooking over the seat, spread the calves. Good, breathe, invite the breath in. And from here, you'll be moving into a Baddha Konasana. So you can keep the calves there or come into your Baddha Konasana by bringing the soles of the feet together and bringing the knees apart. So Penny, you can use the chair there, top bar of the chair, to bring the outer side of the feet onto the chair. Gabby, you can bring the legs out into Upavista Konasana. So the legs out 90 degrees. Oh, hi, Ruby. So lovely to see everyone's pets. So you can bring the hands to the thighs just to bring a little bit of pressure there to get the knees to move out. Good, and prepare yourselves to bring the legs back together. Just rest the calves onto the chair once more. Penny, prepare yourself to come down and thread the arms and rest the calves onto the chair. All right, from here, we're going to move into pranayama today. So set yourself up in your usual setting for pranayama. So I usually have 3 blankets. If you have a bolster, you can use a bolster. Have another layer for your head. You basically want the spine to be lifted so that the lungs can spread and you can breathe easily. Good, so for this one, Gabby, yes, get support to lie back. Good, Charlotte, you got your bolster out. Good, so everyone's building their support. Good, so before you come down, Penny, just stay up. We're going to do a couple of rounds of Samamukhi Mudra for Brahmari Pranayama. So Brahmari is humming. Essentially, it's a humming breath through the exhalation. And it's usually takes, so you'll inhale and then you'll exhale 2 or 3 times longer than the inhalation. So with Samamukhi, you bring the mudra. Mudra is actions we do with the hands. You'll bring the hands to the face and to the ears as a way to internalize, to bring the awareness, that is yoga, to bring the awareness inwards. So you'll be bringing the thumbs to the upper tips of the eyebrows. The middle finger will be resting on the top of the eyelid and gently pressing the top of the eyelid down towards the bottom eyelid. The ring finger will rest on top of the flary parts of the nostrils. I'm sure Guruji had a better name than the flary parts, but you know what I mean, the part that flares out when you, of the nostrils. The pinkies will rest on the corners of the mouth. Now don't do this part yet, but the thumbs will go into the ears or press the flappy part of the ear to block off the sound. Okay, so that's a mudra, and you'll be bringing the elbows out wide when you do that to keep the chest open. So you don't want to collapse forward. You want to keep the elbows wide to keep the chest open. Okay, so you'll be doing 3 rounds of this before you lie down and do the next part of the pranayama. Okay, so humming like a bee. So you're all muted, don't worry. You'll just hear me and we'll do it together. Okay, so sit up, get yourself comfortable. We'll do 3 rounds together. So index to the top corners of the eyebrows, middle finger to the eyelid, ring finger to the flary part of the nostrils, pinky to the corners of the lips. So inhale, and then press the thumbs in as you exhale and hum. When you finish, release the palms down and come down onto your support for the next stage of pranayama. So have the knees bent as you come down. Lengthen the spine, have the chest lifted. Extend the legs away like in Tadasana. And then invite that element of softness into the body. Allow the feet to fall out to the side like a beautiful fan. So stay with that resonance of the humming. Close the eyes. Internalize the breath. And just observe the breath. The natural inhalation, the natural exhalation. So make sure there's no tension in the body. You need to adjust. Do whatever movement you need to do to fully adjust. And allow the body to relax. Observe the breath. Long, full inhalations. Long, full exhalations. Now for this next stage, see if you can lengthen the exhalation. So normal inhalation, long, smooth exhalation. Practice a couple of rounds here. And then come back to the natural breath. So normal exhalation, normal inhalation. Take a fuller breath if you need. And now for the next stage, you'll be practicing long inhalation, Ujjayi 3. So finish the round you're at. And then on the inhalation, invite a longer, deeper, smoother inhalation. And then a normal exhalation. Having another 2 more rounds like this. And then returning to the natural breath. Take a longer breath if you need. Now practicing Ujjayi 4. So long inhalations with long exhalations. Get yourself ready, fully exhale. And then inhale, long, smooth inhalation. Have the chest lifted. Exhale. Notice the spaces between the breaths, see if you can lengthen them. Smoothing out each breath, the inhalations, the exhalations, refining each breath. Softening the eyes, the ears, the jaws, the tongue, most importantly, the throat. When you finish your last round, come back to the natural breath. We'll now do Shavasana for the next few minutes. Just stay there, bask in the stillness of pranayama, of the vastness of pranayama. Gradually deepening the breath, lengthening the exhalations without moving. See if you can feel the skin on your body, each cell alive. And gradually, as you deepen the breath, begin to invite the movement back to the body. Through the toes, through the fingertips, pressing the thumb finger pad into each finger pad. And in your own time, rolling over to your right side, allow the head to rest on the arm. So without any rush at all, just allow everything to settle. And making your way up to seated when you're ready. Come into Swastikasana, sitting up tall. You can close the eyes to get the senses to move inwards again. To lift through the crown of the head, have the spine long. Weight more towards the back of the sitting bones, awareness to the back of the body. Eyes, ears, jaws, tongue soft. Breath moving freely through the body. Take a moment to thank yourself for dedicating this time to your body, to your breath, to your mind. Bring the palms together and let's finish with an Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which is peace, peace, peace. Inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now the head towards the heart. Release the palms, raise the head, and open the eyes when you're ready. Thank you, everyone.